In today's video, we're going to be removing a baffle that's in the intake of this Ecodiesel. So I saw this on another YouTuber's video, and I'll link them down below just because I gotta give credit where credit's due. But there's like this piece that's in the intake that looks like a baffle with a bunch of Swiss cheese holes in it. And he took it out and was able to get more turbo sound out of it. So this thing is absolutely silent, you guys. So I'm gonna show you before and after. Hopefully you guys can hear it in the video. But it's really quiet. I'll rev it here in neutral and then I'll take it for a quick spin, but you can not even hear any turbo whatsoever out of this thing the way they've got it baffled. Okay, so now let's go ahead, jump inside, take you guys for a little ride, and I'm gonna show you guys. Can't hear hardly anything in this. They've done a really good job at making a diesel quiet, if that's what you're after. But this thing is very, very quiet inside here. Okay, so here we go, guys. Be willing to bet you can't even hear anything on camera. I can kind of hear it, but it's not even really a turbo sound. So other thing I want to note too is my fuel economy. So I've been getting 26 miles per gallon, just mixed city right now. So I am curious with taking out this baffle whether we get better fuel economy. So I'll keep you guys posted on that right now, but this thing's getting phenomenal fuel economy, you guys. So again, one more little pull. But yeah, you can barely hear anything. So this should be fairly easy. Apparently it is in there. So somewhere in here is where it is. So let's go ahead, undo some clamps here. So we just got some band clamps, and we should be able to get it out. Okay, so what I did was loosen this one, and then I loosened this one right here before it goes into this elbow for the turbo. And I'm just gonna go ahead and take out this whole piece here, because I'm not sure which one it is that has it. So we'll just take off the whole thing. Okay, so out she comes. So hopefully you guys can see that. There's that thing in there. It looks like a cheese grater almost. So we're gonna go ahead, pop this clamp off, and then we should be able to slide it out of this piece here. Okay, let's pop this thing out of here. And there we go. So this should just slide up out of here. So we just have to pry it here and then it'll come out. So let's go grab a screwdriver. All right, don't mind the crazy workbench for rebuilding a Hellcat engine right now, but so this should pop up from here. Okay, so see there it goes. So this little circle right here, hopefully you guys can see that with the lighting. So that little circle, you pry up on it, and there you go. The whole thing just slides up and out of here like that. So here is this baffle that's supposed to apparently make it quieter, but I think without having it in there, we just got a nice smooth port through here. So I would think it makes for better power as well. Let's go ahead, throw it back on and see what it sounds like. Also, you notice this has an arrow on it, and then this has an arrow right here on the boot. So that's the orientation of this thing in case you get mixed up when you take it apart. So we'll slide this back together, and it fully seats too. So the sealing surface doesn't get compromised by removing that piece. So we're gonna go ahead, tighten this band clamp back up, and then we can throw this whole thing back in. Probably not a bad idea to change your air filter if you haven't recently, or in my case, since I have the K&N, I can take it out and clean it. All right, so I ended up cleaning my filter, but you guys don't need to see that. So I slid this thing on. There is a post, a rubber grommet with a post right there that has to go on. Make sure you have it fully seated in the back, and then we'll go ahead and we'll tighten our band clamps. Okay, so everything's back and tight. I don't usually run that cover over top. Just whatever, I'm always in here anyways, so I don't run it. So this is the way it always looks for me. If you have the cover, throw the cover back on. Let's fire this thing back up and see if it sounds any different. I'll be honest, I can barely hear any difference, but let's take it for a quick drive and see if it sounds any different. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can hear that, but you can hear actually a little bit of a difference. And let's see, I'll stop talking for a second here. You might hear a little bit of rain at the same time, but so a tiny bit more sound, you guys, not a whole lot. I will say it does feel quicker though, you guys. I don't know if it's just in my head, but for the same amount of throttle input that I'm used to, and I drive this thing a lot, it seems to get up and go a lot more. Here, look, if you guys are curious on Ecodiesel performance. So we're doing about 20 miles an hour as full throttle. I find that this thing, when you don't floor it, it feels better, but it is what it is. Okay guys, so all in all, I think for a few minutes and, you know, being a free thing to do, I think it made a slight difference. I won't say it's making a ton of difference, but it does, oddly enough, feel a little bit quicker, and you get a little bit more sound out of it. It's not going to be like crazy noticeable, but I am hearing a little bit more turbo sound, and it seems to be, for whatever reason, a little bit faster. So this little thing came out. If you ever want to throw it back in, you can literally slide it back in. It's not like this is not a reversible thing to do, and that's it. So quick little video for you guys. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Check out the other videos on the channel. You can see us putting a brand new Ecodiesel engine in this truck that we purchased, along with other stuff, Viper stuff, SRT10 stuff, Hellcat swapped Ram stuff, all kinds of things. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys on the next video.